private. Did you get any massages from Epstein's girl?
Oh my God.
Afghanistan people is tired. No more war in Afghanistan.
Yes, Mr. Prime Minister.
Mr. Khan.
Mr. Prime Minister, look over here. Yes.
Afghanistan has a high expectation. Afghan people
Please,
are tired.
yes.
Very tired. Please be honest this time. Please. Don't forget Afghanistan, please. Pakistani press. This way. Pakistani press.
We are continuing to reduce troops in Afghanistan. We're working with Pakistan and others on getting an agreement signed, as you know. And we'll see what happens, but we will be talking about India and Afghanistan, very much so.
The Washington Post is reporting today that Huawei had a relationship with North Korea to build their commercial.
Reduced our number of troops there by quite a bit. We are continuing to reduce troops in Afghanistan. We're working with Pakistan and others on getting an agreement signed, as you know. And we'll see what happens, but we will be talking about India and Afghanistan, very much so. Say it again?
Sir, this is John Ali from Airway News TV Pakistan. Lindsey Graham, when he met Imran Khan, he says, you both are kind of same personalities. You are the president who fulfilled all your promises.
I do.
Campaign. And the same like Imran Khan, he's also fulfilling all his promises. So how do you see this meeting, like the same kind of person, straight to the point?
Well, I think we're going to have a great meeting today. I know that it's an important meeting. I consider this a very important meeting because I think we haven't met the potential of either country. I think the potential with Pakistan and likewise the opposite way. I think we have not even come close to meeting it. There is tremendous potential between our country and Pakistan. I think Pakistan's going to help us out to extricate ourselves. We're like policemen. We're not fighting a war. If we wanted to fight a war in Afghanistan and win it, I could win that war in a week. I just don't want to kill 10 million people. Does that make sense to you? I don't want to kill 10 million people. I have plans on Afghanistan that if I wanted to win that war, Afghanistan would be wiped off the face of the earth. It would be gone. It would be over in literally in 10 days. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go that route. So we're working with Pakistan and others to extricate ourselves, nor do we want to be policemen, because basically we're policemen right now. And we're not supposed to be policemen. We've been there for 19 years in Afghanistan. It's ridiculous. And I think Pakistan helps us with that because we don't want to stay as policemen. But if we wanted to, we could win that war. I have a plan that would win that war in a very short period of time. You understand that better than anybody. We've been in there not fighting to win, just fighting to, they're building gas stations. They're rebuilding schools. The United States, we shouldn't be doing that. That's for them to do. But what we did and what our leadership got us into is ridiculous. But we will, I think we'll have some very good answers on Afghanistan very quickly.
Mr. President, Jared Daniels says the Mueller report lays out evidence of high crimes and misdemeanors.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Ravi from GTV Network, Pakistan. Pakistani army has fought war against terror. And it has fought definitely and gave sacrifices in protecting Pakistan-Afghanistan border as well. But Pakistan's sincerity was always doubted. Coalition Support Fund was suspended by the US Defense Department. So at this time when Pakistani economy is facing great trouble, are you going to restore any package for Pakistan?
So we are going to, that's right, we were paying $1.3 billion to Pakistan as aid. Working for many years. The problem was Pakistan, this is before you, Pakistan was not doing anything for us. They were really, I think, subversive. They were going against us. And this is something we'll be I ended that about a year and a half ago, the $1.3 billion. And I tell you what, to be honest, I think we have a better relationship with Pakistan right now than we did when we were paying that money. But all of that can come back depending on what we work out. We're working out things that are very important. We have I consider this very important. We're working out things that are very, very important. And I think at the end of this, at the end of a very short time, we're going to have a very great relationship with Pakistan. And we should. It's a great country. They're great people. I have many friends from Pakistan. Living in New York, I have a lot of Pakistani friends, I will tell you that. And they're great people. Smart, tough. They are tough. There's no question about that. They're like him. They're tough.
Mr. President, will you be visiting Pakistan, as you described Pakistan as a great country? So he will be definitely extending you invitation. So would you be visiting Pakistan?
Well, I can't say that yet because so far he has not extended me an invitation. And after today's meeting, maybe he won't, but I have a feeling he might. Yes, I'd love to go to Pakistan at the Yes, please.
Mehzad Slimi here from Pakistani news channel Akhtar. Is there any exact date or time frame of U.S. troops withdrawal is under consideration at your administration?
Are you talking about from Afghanistan?
Yes.
Yeah, we have already withdrawn quite a few, and we're doing it very slowly, very safely, and we're working with Pakistan and with, as you know, we're negotiating with the Taliban, and we are doing, I think, very well in that regard. Again, it's something that we could do. We could go one of two ways. We could do a number the likes of which they've never seen before and win it very quickly. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because you're talking about millions of people, and I don't want to do that. And we're working with Pakistan on getting a solution. And I think it's being worked very well. Would you say so,
Will there still be
Mr.
troops there? Will there still be troops there on which day in Afghanistan?
Well, I don't know. We're moving a lot of them out, and
Do you want them to be gone?
we've done what we were supposed to do. We've been there for 19 years, and we've acted as policemen, not soldiers. And again, if we wanted to be soldiers, it would be over in 10 days, 1 week to 10 days, if we wanted to. But I have not chosen that. Why would we kill millions of people? It wouldn't be fair. In terms of humanity, it wouldn't be fair. So we're doing very well, and I think that Pakistan is going to be a big help.
What role do you see for India in?
Say it.
What role do you see for India in Afghanistan? And Mr. Prime Minister, same question to you. What does India has a role to bring peace in Afghanistan?
You see, this is the closest we've been to a peace deal in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And there is no military solution in Afghanistan. There is no military solution because, as Mr. President says, if you go all out military, there will be millions and millions of people who would die. So there is only one solution. And I feel, and I think we will discuss this, it's the closest we have been to a peace deal. And we hope that in the coming days, we will be able to urge the Taliban to speak to the Afghan government and come to a settlement, a political solution.
And what the Prime Minister, excuse me, what the Prime Minister just said is a very big story, and that's 100% true. We've made a lot of progress over the last couple of weeks, and Pakistan has helped us with that progress. But a lot of great things are happening. A lot of things are happening for the United States, and I think a lot of great things are going to be happening for Pakistan too, under your leadership. I really feel that.
Thank you.
Okay.
92 News, Khurram Shahzad. Question is, what do you think Pakistan could not deliver in 18 years, and you have so much hope now that it could deliver? What are those things that Pakistan?
You mean what they didn't do to end the war?
18 years.
Well, I don't think Pakistan. Look, I don't think Pakistan respected the United States. I don't think Pakistan respected its presidents, and I think Pakistan could have done a lot. I think Pakistan can do a tremendous amount against, with respect to Afghanistan. They didn't do it, and I don't blame them because they were dealing with the wrong president. Who knows? But I think Pakistan could have done. They're helping us a lot now. I think they could have helped us a lot in the past, but it doesn't matter. We have a new leader. He's going to be a great leader of Pakistan. And we have a new leader here, sort of new. I'm 2.5 years now, getting to be 3 years. Can you believe it? You're going to find time flies. But no, I think Pakistan could have done a lot, but they chose not to. And that's because they did not respect U.S. leadership. Well, I'll let you know that very quickly. I'll let you know. I mean, I'm going to know soon. It's not going to be like a long-term thing. I figure things out very quickly. So the question was, that's probably the best question you've asked in a long time. First time, she's always asking Mueller. She's been asking this Mueller thing for 3 years. It's your best question. So I have to focus on that because that's such a great question. I think Pakistan is going to do a lot. I really do. I think Pakistan is going to make a big difference. I think Pakistan will save millions of lives in Afghanistan because I really believe they have a power that other nations don't have with respect to Afghanistan. And I will say, as of this moment, they're working very hard and very nicely.
Mr. President, you will get Dhanewali from Airway News.
Over here, first. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. President made good remarks about Pakistan and said that Pakistan can help a lot to end the violence in Afghanistan. The dialogue process and reconciliation process. So what really Pakistan can do to bring peace, because you're also accompanied by your military commander, General Bajwa, and other security team. So what solution Pakistan, what strategy paper you have to push forward the peace and reconciliation process in Afghanistan and assurances to the US? Yes.
Well, number one, this is the longest war that the United States has ever fought. It's almost 19 years. Number two, I am one of those who always believed that there was no military solution. Because anyone who knows the history of Afghanistan, you just have to look back at the history. There was always going to be a political settlement at the end. And I have to compliment President Trump, because he has now forced people to end the war, to have a settlement. And that's where I think Pakistan is playing a very important role, because Pakistan has a 1,500-mile border with Afghanistan and all the areas where the trouble is, which is the eastern side of Afghanistan. So this is a critical time. I'm looking forward to my talks with President Trump. We have our military leadership here, because this is obviously a security situation. And what we want is understanding between the two countries. I can assure President Trump that whatever we will be saying will be the apps. We will be straight with them. There will never be any question of any doubt on Pakistan's intent, because apart from Afghanistan, the country that wants peace in Afghanistan more than any other country is Pakistan, because we get directly affected by it. And Pakistan needs stability. We have had 15 years of fighting this war on terror, over 70,000 Pakistani casualties, over $150 billion lost to the economy. So we desperately want peace. And I'm happy that President Trump has pushed this forward. So we hope, I'm looking forward to these talks.